Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
No employee of the 34th Guam Legislature has been paid this week.
The Guam Legislature's new executive director, Jermaine Alerta, says staffers along with senators were supposed to get paid this past Tuesday for at least 40 hours, but instead they won't be getting paid until next week.
The end of the 33rd Guam Legislature ended in the middle of a traditional pay period. By law, the legislative employees who were employed in there were to be terminated at the end of that week. Then, the new hiring began the next week. So because the end of the 33rd ended in the middle of a pay period, that means the beginning of the 34th started in the middle of a pay period. So it would only be half a pay period. So it would be what we would consider a typical 40-hour week to be paid for.
The legislature's chief financial officer, Agnes Cruz, has been with the legislature for 21 years and clarifies this is not a payless payday, but in fact normal during the transition period. Only senators and employees of the 33rd Guam Legislature were issued their last paychecks and the lump sum annual leave payments. Alerta, meanwhile, says they are currently working around the clock to ensure that employees of the 34th get their first direct deposit next week.
We were unable to complete it by today, but we are on track to have it transacted to the bank on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday, and hopefully get it paid out. If not Tuesday, then Wednesday. And then what will happen is the following week is a regular pay period week. We are on schedule to meet that with the full 80-hour payout.
He stresses the 34th Guam Legislature started not on a full pay period and cannot be treated as a regular pay period. Alerta says, quote, "It was something that could have been better handled," and gives his apologies to employees.
It's the beginning of a term. We're 2 weeks in, and like with every new process, with every new start of anything, the legislature especially, there's going to be some bumps in the road. We're doing our best to overcome those bumps, and we're doing our best to make sure that none of the obstacles that we've faced within the last 2 weeks we face in the future, and if we do, then we have a better way of getting around them.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.